everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. I have a very special guest here for the show today. Can you go ahead and announce to the world who you are and where you're calling from?
Awesome. Yes. My name is JT Bailey or Jet Bailey. I used the pen name JT because I like the sound of it. I'm from Washington, in a very small town called Moses Lake. So I'm not sure if you guys heard of Moses Lake, but if you do get a chance, yeah, take a trip over. It's pretty nice. I think you enjoy it.
You know what's funny is I live in I'll just say Seattle area, metro area, Washington. So I've heard briefly of Moses Lake. Do they have some good property out there?
Oh, they do. They have great land opportunities. It's kind of a cowboy town. So if you like that, as the young kids these days say, vibe, if you like that vibe, the cowboy vibe, then I'm pretty sure you like Moses Lake.
Okay. And huh?
Oh, I said, and I've been to Seattle as well, and I love Seattle.
How far is it from Seattle?
It's about 2.5 hours away from Seattle.
Okay. Okay. That's okay time. So, tell me about your past leading up into your present.
Awesome. Well, I was born in Liberia, which is on the western portion of the continent Africa, and I came
How
here.
far is that from Nigeria?
Oh, that's a very good question. How many countries is that? I don't know, but I know it's more than two. I have to pull up a map to check it out. But yeah, Nigeria and Liberia, they sound very similar. They're really great places. I love Liberia, but I've been in the States for about 18 years now.
Good. And what is the culture? What was the culture like? I'm pretty sure you probably go back to visit Liberia because you got possibly family there. So what was the culture like then versus now? Has it changed?
Oh, it has changed a lot. Last time I was in Liberia, we had like the mud huts, like the old fashioned homes, but now they have cars, cell phones. So they're moving up in the world, as I like to say. Compared to the states, they still have quite a ways to go, but I know they're making progress, and I believe they'll be there in about you know, uh, 5 years, 6 years. I feel like if they really put their mind to it, they can get there. So uh,
Good.
I'm very proud of the progress they're making right now.
So you were born out of Liberia and you've been in
Mhm.
the States 18 years. So
Yep.
what else? What happened? What else happened?
uh, well, that's a good question. I been working for a minute now. I did from being a salesman in Florida, door to door salesman, selling pest control, and then I moved to Arizona, and I built fireplaces. So, which is part of the construction uh, world. So that was fun. And so from that, I had a cousin that was working for an aerospace company, and he knew that I had the skills or had the desire to learn certain aspects of the plane. So he helped me get a job. I connected with the staff that was hiring at that time, and I was able to join an aerospace company. So I've been doing a lot of different things, but it's been fun.
Tell me about the aerospace company and what you do.
Okay, so it's the most famous or infamous one is Boeing. So I don't know how much you know about Boeing, but they are
Mhm.
really, they do put safety first. But like in life, you can't always control everything that happens. Things do happen. So
Before you get into that, do you think that they need to upgrade like their airplanes, like get newer airplanes to go on the ramps? That goes for all like airplanes. Do you think that because it's so many airplanes that are crashing these days and having malfunctions all year, all of 2 months, almost, well, 3 months now, so what do you think based on you working there, and checking these airplanes? What do you think should be done?
I mean, there's certain things about my job that I'm at liberty to talk about, and because
Understood.
it's pretty strict. You never know who's going to be listening,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
but for the most part, they have policies in place to make sure that safety is first. So, like you said, yes, do we have room for improvement? Can we make things better? Yes, we can. And currently, the company is working on that um, yeah, to make changes here and there. So there's less newsworthy incidents like doors flying off the plane and so forth. So um, yeah,
Now,
so right.
when a malfunction happens, and let's say a plane crashes into the water and people expire, how do they record that? Isn't there like a black box or a blue box or something?
There is a system that they use to determine what was the cause of the accident. It's very developed, and so they can pinpoint where the issue happened, and normally they can discuss that with the engineers and make plans to fix it.
Okay. And like, do you expect, do you go down and like inspect like the engines and is this like every day before a plane takes off? Is it the really big planes or is it the uh two-seater planes? Like, how does that work? I don't know.
I mostly work on the 737s, so which is the most common one that people use. So, and with that said, I work on all aspects of the plane, from electrical to the engine to the landing gear, the paint, um, just simple things here. Paint job, like I said before, I'm all over the plane. We all do various different things. So every day is different. It's not always the same thing. We always are growing, learning, and trying to see how we can help the company make the process smoother, so we have less incidents that show up on the news.
And do you know what the future is possibly for Boeing with the airplanes? Are they going to bring in new 737s or they're going to refurbish their old 737s and then buy some new make some new 737s? How would that work?
Since I'm just um, a worker at Boeing, I know we do have the high ups that talk to the media, so I don't want to be labeled as the Boeing dude, but so we do have plans to move forward and to um, incorporate new different models of the plane. But yeah, Boeing has a lot of plans. That's that's all I can say right now, and they're great.
Understood.
It's gonna work well, and it's gonna be very exciting to see in the future. Um, yeah.
And Tell me, does a day get boring working at Boeing? Does a day get boring or is always exciting?
I mean, like any job, you have it's like a roller coaster of emotions. Some days are great, and some days you're like, well, I got to pay the bills, right? So it depends. And here in Moses Lake, it's not always not always ideal. You have really cold days, you have really hot days, but you just have to take each day as you come. So yeah.
Does
So
it snow a lot out there?
luckily, it doesn't snow a lot,
Okay.
but once it does snow, it's not fun. It's very inconvenient to move around. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not too bad.
Well, tell me, what was your last job before you came to Boeing?
That was when I was building the fireplaces in Arizona, a custom
And
fireplace.
wow. And do you feel like you've done like an upgrade for yourself?
Oh,
Because yeah.
definitely. Because the aerospace industry is very vast. There's so many different places you can go. Especially at Boeing, you can. There's so many different branches you can climb, and way more opportunity to make something of yourself. The fireplace, yeah. I mean, after a year or so, you already know basically what you're doing. So you already know the techniques, the system. So it's not too you know, it's not really anywhere to go. Like Boeing, which has like different things you can do.
You know, I congratulate you. You've been in the game nearly almost 2 decades. I see a lot of Nigerian people. They stick to CNA jobs doing 15-hour shifts, and I don't like that because basically they're stuck to one job, a CNA job, making minimum or right now 20.50 an hour or probably 22 or 23. They give them an extra $2, $3. You, on the other hand, you are the outlier. You went out and you did odd jobs. Odd is in odd jobs like fireplace work and Boeing airplanes, 737 airplanes, which makes you stand out more and possibly make more money doing what you're doing. How do you feel about being an outlier, which is the one person that is outside all the other people, the one dot outside all of the other people that's in the crowd of each other. So you got all these dots over here and you're the one dot over there. So tell me, how do you feel about that? Because you are an outlier, a strong outlier. So tell me, how do you feel about that?
It kind of reminds me of Robert Frost, right? A poet back in the day, right? So two roads diverge in the yellow woods, right? I'm sure you know the poem. Um, Sometimes in life you have to take the road less traveled, right? Because if you want to make something yourself, you have to lead the pack, because that's not easy. And but I feel like at first it is hard because you second guess yourself. Am I doing the right thing? Am I crazy for trying to do things a little bit different? But eventually, you see the fruits. You see the rewards. Um, I've always been a little bit different than most people, so I always like to um, test myself a little bit. So when the opportunity came to try different jobs, it fit more my character because I like trying different things to see what fit, what made me who I am, what made me click. And I think I found my job, so which is working for the aerospace industry, Boeing company.
What, and the next question before we move on to your books, what do you have to say? You said some, but what do you have to say to your African people out there? You said you're different. You said all this, but what more do you have to say to your African people? Because I have a lot that watch my show, that
Mm.
are watching, that want to be in your shoes.
Um, as they already know, and as you know, and as I know, the life of a African in America or anywhere, it's not that easy. So um, learn, always strive to learn, because that's one thing that you can have today if you learn the skill, even from building fireplaces. Yeah, 5 years down the road, I still have that ability to build a good fireplace, right? Nobody can take that away from me. And like the aerospace company I'm working for right now, I have that knowledge. So nobody can take that away from me because I put in the work and I learned, I studied, I took the tests, which was a lot of tests. So I feel like us Africans, we really have to put ourselves out there. We really have to strive, compete, not just with people around us, but ourselves to see, hey, last year I did this, but this year I'm going to do this and this. I'm going to do better than I ever did last year. So always keep striving, because yeah, they can people can take away your house or whatever, your car can get stolen, but the knowledge that you learn, that's you. You earn that, and nobody can take that away from you.
Well said. Tell me about your book.
Yeah, my book is a dark fantasy novel. It's called Rise of the Dark Whisperer. I got the concept. Uh, Funny enough, one day when I was at the park in Leavenworth, I don't know if you've ever been there. It's a small. It has like a Austrian vibe to it, but anyway, I was sitting outside, and this lady mentioned to her daughter that she's a dog whisperer. So which means she was really good with dogs. Like she can like connect with dogs. And my imagination took off and so forth. And I came up with the concept of the dog whisperers, basically people that can control fire, earth, water, gravity purely through speaking or connecting with them. Yeah, it's
Tell tell me like an excerpt from your book.
like my favorite.
Your favorite part or something you put down that really caught your attention. What
Awesome.
chapter?
Um, so the main character, his name is Seth Lawyer, and he has um, I mean, there's the overall antagonist of the story, which is Malia, but his minor um, antagonist is Howard. So Howard, he's a classmate of his, and he has been pestering Seth for a very long time. And eventually, Seth he was fed up with being kind of bullied a little bit, and he used his new ability to kind of take uh, a little bit of a vengeance against Howard. So I enjoy writing that piece because it's kind of like when we're growing up and we're living with our little, like our siblings, they keep pestering us here and there, and then eventually we do like a little bit of you know, when the parents are watching, you just feel a little bit like minor justice for yourself. So I enjoy writing that piece. Honestly, I try to connect each character with people or use characteristics of people that I meet in real life to influence the creation of my characters. So personally, I don't have one aspect of the story that I love more than another, but I
If
guess
you
I love the whole story. But yes,
if you had to give a name, is it sci-fi, fantasy? What is it?
it is fantasy. It's a dark fantasy novel.
Dark fantasy. And how many like chapters do you have on it?
My book has 25 chapters.
25. Okay. Okay. And is it focused on being bullied and relief from being bullied, or is it like a drama filled with a roller coaster ride up and down of
It's the
bullying?
coaster ride. That was just a small piece of the story that I wanted to share, but it's not all about getting bullied and getting relief from bullying. No, there's more to it. There's more of a nuance to it. But yeah, it's the roller coaster. So you have good chapters that are funny, and you have some chapters that are sad. Kind of like life. Some days are great, and some days aren't so great. You know, but yeah.
What made you want to develop this book? What you said you were outside and you said that a woman said she was a dog whisperer. She wanted to be or she was a dog whisperer. How does that correspond with your book? How did that relate to your book?
That's true. So in that park, that day when she said so and so is a dog whisperer, which means they had a really good connection with dogs, right? They can influence dogs to a certain degree. So my imagination took off. So I was thinking, what if people can influence fire, water, earth, gravity? The same way a dog whisperer or somebody that whispers to a dog can influence a pet, like a dog. So that's when the whole concept started, and that's when the rise of the dog whisperer was kind of uh, born a little bit. So hopefully that
Does
answers.
it have like what is the purpose you want your people to get out of this book? What is the educational purpose?
Um, I mean, like in my book, I do cover some pretty deep topics, like mental illness and how to get over it, or not to get over it, but how to like understand it and to be mindful of it, and also depression, because depression is very real, and I feel like a lot of people do struggle with that, and so I kind of incorporate some of those elements into my story for the main character to eventually learn how to deal with these so sad emotions. Um, and also just for entertainment, I want my readers to escape from their reality to go into a world where they can just let their imagination run wild for a little bit.
True. Do you see of another book coming out anytime? How long, before I say that, how long did it take you to make the book?
It took me about a year and a half to write the book.
Where can you find the book?
The book is on Amazon, Kindle, and my website, which is called whisperingworld.com. You can go on to whisperingworld.com, and then you can purchase my book through my website.
Do you see yourself making another book in the future?
Yep, I definitely do. I started already on the second book. So Rise of the Dark Whisperer, that's my first book. And I am currently in the draft phase of my second book.
And what is readers what kind of genre is this? Fantasy too?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a series. So it's gonna
Oh,
be the lawyer family, Seth's family. Yep.
I like. So this is going to be the second series, second of the series or
Yeah, it'll be
something. I don't know.
the second book in the series. Yes.
Okay, okay. Oh man, that sounds good. And let's see. Tell me about can we get some info, like a sneak peek of what it's going to be for the future? Like with the book? Like what is going to be different about the second book than the first book? What
So,
can we look to see?
yeah, that's a good question. So the first book mainly was to get the concept of the whispers out there, and then in my second book, I'll be doing more of a world building, going more into the nuances of the whispering community, what makes them tick, and so forth.
Okay. And if you wanted to tell the people, just everybody that watches my show, you know, about how you professionally stay focused, because during all this, you're still working, you're still going through bad things and good things and, median things. So tell people how you managed to stay focused and write this book that you so dearly wanted to write, and how it encouraged you to keep pushing and moving forward.
Um, it's honestly, I wanted to have uh, a way to create income, right? Because like many of us, we work 5, right? And eventually, I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I want to be able to travel the world and see the world, because the world is great, it's big, and it's beautiful. So I had the motivation to write the book. So one day, if it does succeed, I can travel, write, see different places, and use that as an inspiration um, for my next 4 books. Ultimately, I want to be a writer. So I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I want to have income income coming in, so I can just write, travel and write and get inspiration from different places.
Well said. What is one of the places you want to visit the most?
I read or I seen pictures of. I know this might sound cliche, but the Great Wall of China. I've never been there. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, I want to see that too, dude. Like seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, can you tell the people how to reach, how can I reach you? How can we reach you?
Yeah. You can follow my Instagram, which is Whispering World. Um, the whole whispers concept. Or you can log onto my website, which has information about me on my website. And yeah, I guess those are the 2 places you can find me.
Good. I want to thank you everybody for watching my show today. JT Belly, everybody. Stay on the line, JT Belly. Y'all take care, be safe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Never waste my time.